Hi, well, so that was the first blog I did, the last one. First video blog. Sorry about the noise. I'm a little fidgety. Um, the whole rant about Pete and Pete thing, who knew that would be a little bit popular there? That's cool. Or rather, the reply to the rant about Pete and Pete. So yeah, cool. I have a subscriber now, which is kind of different. Makes me think I should put out more videos. So thank you for feeding my ego. And here we go. I think the thing that pisses a lot of us off about Nickelodeon is the fact that it's gone downhill, or at least it appears to have gone downhill. Nickelodeon used to, I think, put out a lot better things than it does now. It seems like in the early days they were experimenting with their format more, and that led to a lot more things being um, purchased or greenlit or um, produced for the channel. Um, but a lot of the stuff they did buy that they didn't produce themselves was really good. I'm gonna get that in frame there. See if I can make it look like the TV. Just a little icon in the bottom corner. There we go. That's pretty good. But anyway, who remembers Danger Mouse? I mean, come on, what a great show that was, right? Nickelodeon didn't produce it; they bought it from Tim's um, production, which is actually out of business now, as far as I could find on the internet. But this is all out on DVD. Um, Again, this has nothing to do with Nickelodeon, but it's just a matter of it being out on DVD. But yeah, I was cleaning and I found this book, and I couldn't believe it. Oh man, who indulge me, right? Come on, who doesn't remember Colonel K and Baron Silas Greenback, Danger Mouse and Penfold and the whole rest of them? All right, I had a little moment there. I'm sorry. Anyway, if anybody else is as nostalgic as I am, then they just went holy crap too. So, yeah, Nickelodeon. What's the deal? But I think unfairly, rather unfairly, a lot of the blame gets thrown at SpongeBob, which let me stop everything right there and just say I don't think SpongeBob is bad, and I don't think people should think SpongeBob is bad. Mostly just because the creator of SpongeBob is a gentleman named Steven Hillenburg. Steven Hillenburg, if for whatever reason you're paying attention to the credits on Rocko's Modern Life, comes up every so often as a director, animator, blah blah blah, all around animation person. So the basic point I'm trying to make here is um, a lot of these people worked on great shows in the past and are now either stifled by the network, can't find a project to work on. There's a whole ton of explanations and excuses for things, but I think it, having worked on a project like Rocko's Modern Life, Steven Hillenburg is now putting out a great product in SpongeBob. After the movie came out, he apparently toned down his involvement with the show a bit, but still works on it. But I think the problem here is competition. Back in the day, to use a cliche, right? Back in the day, Nickelodeon had a lot of different great shows. Ren and Stimpy, the whole Nicktoons thing when that started, that was great. That was wonderful. But again, that was them experimenting, so there was a lot of different stuff going on at the time. But stuff like Doug and Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats lasted forever, and that's because it was a well-written show, it was a well-acted show. It was, very well drawn. Klasky Csupo is a great animation house. They did The Simpsons for a while too, in the beginning, and I think that's great. How many times am I going to say great in this video? Somebody keep count and tell me not to do it again. But the getting back to the point, there's no competition now on Nickelodeon. You have SpongeBob, and that's really the only kind of subversive show. The humor on SpongeBob is good. It's just like the old, I think, very much like the Rocko's Modern Life humor, probably because the same people are indeed working on it. Actually, what I found was pretty funny. Mr. Lawrence, Mr. Lawrence, who's credited on Rocko's Modern Life. He played Filbert, turn the page, wash your hands, all that. I'm not going to do that again. Don't worry. Embarrassing myself now. He works on SpongeBob too. So there's a bunch of people from Rocko now working on SpongeBob. He plays Plankton, if I'm not mistaken. So, he brings a lot of the same talent to that too, and I think that's great. It's a great show. Other things like The Tick, which is moving away from Nickelodeon for a sec, but that was a really, really great, funny show. Really kind of dry humor. Really, the kind of show like SpongeBob, like Rocko, I think the kind of show that your 4-year-old, little brother or sister can watch and laugh at, your parents can laugh at, and you at the same time. It's a multi-generational show because the humor is just all-encompassing. There's the slapstick, there's the intellectual humor that goes into it, which just flies over kids' heads, and they just laugh at oh haha, somebody just smacked somebody in the head. But that's what makes a great show, I think, is the fact that you can watch it. The whole family can sit down and watch it, get something different out of it, and the adults are just as satisfied as the kids are, and vice versa. I think that SpongeBob's definitely like that. I think it's a great show. Anyway, get back to The Tick. I think what's really funny about The Tick now is that the show ended. That's not fun, but bear with me. The show ended, they came out with a live-action version, which was phenomenal. So naturally it got canceled. And a lot of people who worked on both the animated series, the live-action series, the name I can't speak, I have a cold, everybody. Ben Edlund, that name comes to mind, is now working on a really, really great show on Cartoon Network called The Venture Brothers, which, if you haven't seen it, please crawl out from the rock you're under. It's amazing. It's really, really good. Well written, well acted, unbelievably funny, and there are so many references to so many things. It's pointless to even try to start citing examples of it, but it reminds me of something that was said by somebody on Mystery Science Theater 3000. One of the writers said, you can either go for the cheap laugh and get a few people every time, or you can go for the really quality joke and maybe only a couple people laugh at it, but they laugh harder because they know that that was a reference that 5 other people on the planet might have gotten, but it pays off really big. And that's what they went for with Mystery Science Theater, and that's what they're going for with the Venture Brothers too, I think, is that go for that quality joke every time and just pack the show full of them. And not everybody's going to get every in-joke. That's okay, though. And I think that's a real paradigm shift in entertainment and in animation, too, that not everybody has to get every single joke every time. People can go, what was that? While your best friend is howling with laughter at the joke that was just made that you don't get. But then maybe you learn something, my God, right? That, this joke was based on such and such that happened that you didn't know about. Cool, why not? But that's just me. I like to learn stuff. Amazing, right? So anyway, yeah. Getting back to things, I don't think SpongeBob is bad. Some people I know out there, I've read on the forums and things online, that people are laying into SpongeBob left and right, and I just think that's not really fair at all. I certainly couldn't produce a product like that. I can't write that well. Those jokes, it's a team of people who I think are really, really creative. And we need more competition out on Nickelodeon. Fairly Odd Parents is another rant for another day, but I don't think that's all bad either. Anyway, I got 10 seconds left, so I just want to say thanks for watching, and keep posting, keep commenting. Love it. Bye.